What are the 4 times that a home buyer needs to put money down during the home buying process? One of the first times that a home buyer puts down money in the process, and most important, is earnest money. Once you go under contract and under mutual acceptance on a home, within 2 business days, you will need to transfer 1 to 5% of the listing price into escrow and a third-party account. Now, earnest money is typically 1 to 5% of the listing price of that home, and your promise to the seller that you have some skin in the game and intend on closing and following through with this contract. Now, that money needs to be liquid in your account before you make that offer so that it can be transferred to escrow before the deadline. It shouldn't be sitting in stocks, it shouldn't be in a high interest savings account, or needing to be wired internationally. The second time that you need to put money down as a home buyer is when you pay for your inspection. Now, you may be paying for that after you go into mutual acceptance if you have an inspection contingency, or perhaps you pay for it before you even make an offer when you get a pre-inspection to be more competitive and waive that inspection contingency. The price of an inspection can vary. It can be anywhere from $350 to perhaps $750, depending on if you're looking at a condo, a townhouse, a single family home, getting a sewer scope and looking in those sewer lines, and how large the size of that home is. But the important thing to remember is that as a buyer, you will pay that inspector directly so that they can create an inspection report and tell you everything that is working and not working in that home. The third time that you put money during the home buying process is you, as the buyer, will pay for the appraiser to make an appraisal on that home. If you're taking out a mortgage, your lender is going to order a third-party appraiser to assess the value of that home. The reason they do that is so that they know that should you neglect on your mortgage payments in the future, they can recoup the cost of that loan and home. So the buyer in general will pay somewhere between $750 and $925 for that appraisal fee. And finally, the last time that you put money down as a home buyer is when you put down your down payment for that home towards the end of the home buying transaction process. Your down payment could be anywhere from 3.5 to over 20% of the price of that home. It will all be determined on what you qualify for with your lender or what you have sitting liquid and accessible in your accounts. So those are the 4 times that you as a home buyer pay during the home buying process. There are certain costs that the buyer pays, there are certain costs that the seller pays, but those are the 4 times that you pay as a buyer.